right, good afternoon. I'm Kimberly Rodriguez. You may also know me as Kimberly Mills or Kimberly Norman. It's all the same person that's been the principal for a while at Mifflin High School. But I'm a very proud principal of Mifflin, and on behalf of our graduates and faculty, it is my honor to welcome our parents, grandparents, family, and friends to our 46th commencement ceremony. Years ago, graduates, you arrived at Mifflin High School excited and wide-eyed. Did you know that you're the last class to experience a whole year at Mifflin High School prior to COVID? Many of us know that what were your first experiences as punchers would be the foundations we relied upon to help the new 9th, 10th, and 11th graders learn the Mifflin Puncher way. Thank you for your leadership, high expectations, modeling the right way to do school, and for not being afraid to vocalize your expectations to the underclassmen. Each of you helped to reestablish our Mifflin way during this tough school year. For that, I say thank you. Each person in this room made sure that our graduates never lost sight of their goal of graduation over the past 4 unique years of learning. Due to everyone's collective work, we are projected to have a double-digit increase in our graduation rate for your graduating class of 2022. This is evidence of your perseverance, hard work, getting up when you'd rather have stayed home, staying up late to finish assignments or complete Apex, fitting in study breaks on at work, all paid off. You embody our theme for the year of I dream, I rise, I soar. You did not let anything stand in the way in COVID. Loss of family, friends, or classmates. You showed up every day for you, and it was worth it, because soon you will have your diploma in hand and be on your way to new adventures. Graduates, it seems like yesterday you were freshmen, and Ms. Santos was helping you acclimate to Mifflin High School through love and an occasional, here's what we're not going to do, conversation. I've watched you learn inside the classroom, online, and perform on the athletic field and stage. It has been a wonderful journey to this place where you have become savvy and successful seniors. You've navigated the constant changes presented during the COVID-19 pandemic masterfully. It was not easy, but you mastered navigating Google Classroom, Zoom, Google Meet, Edpuzzle, Edulastic, YouTube channels, NoteRec, StudySync, Alex, Gizmo, Pear Deck. Here goes on and on. I speak for all of your teachers when I say we are proud of you. There are at least pandemic with. The first thing is to never take any person, thing, or experience for granted. I want you to remember to be present in each moment and experience of your life. So put the cell phone down for a while and treasure your family and friends. The second thing I hope you hold tight to is to walk in your purpose. You show the world that education, thinking, and equitable treatment of all people can be moved forward with progress. Recognition of bias, and new tools. Change is a good thing and something that you should expect in your future schooling, work, and from our community and country. I'm excited to see you make your way in the world to influence and make positive change. Remember that peace begins with you, and knowing where the love is, will keep you grounded in being true to yourselves, your families, and your alma mater. We're here this evening to honor graduates who over the last 12 years have met the demands and expectations of education. For some students, the walk was easy. For others, obstacles entered their path and created challenges. In the end, they have all made it through their course requirements, passed the OST, earned career tech credentials, the Ohio Means Job Certification, Ohio Department of Education seals, and are here today to receive their high school diploma. This class has had a wide range of success stories. Of the 160 graduates seated before us, 73 are earning college preparatory diplomas, 17 are earning diplomas of specialization, 3 are receiving honors diplomas, and 8 have received diplomas of distinction. And the entire class of 2022 from Mifflin High School has earned $1,254,592 in college scholarships. "48 of our students earned 1 or more industry credentials. Our students have also attended The Ohio State University, Otterbein, and Columbus State while taking a full class load at Mifflin High School. Our graduates have also contributed over 17,860 hours of service to the Columbus community. 17 of our graduates will be attending a 4-year college or university in the fall. And 76 will be attending a 2-year college in the fall. 65 will pursue other post-secondary options. And 2 of our seniors, who I would like to have stand, are Daviana Bruner and Trayvon Holloway. These 2 Mifflin punchers have decided to serve our country in the armed forces. Daviana will serve in the United States Army, and Trayvon will serve in the United States Navy. Please join me in applauding and thanking them for their choice to serve and defend our country. Each Mifflin High School graduate is highly educated, prepared for leadership and service, and empowered for success in our global community. Please join me in applauding all of their accomplishments. In keeping with the demeanor of this very formal and dignified ceremony, we ask that you treat the presentation of our graduates with the respect and quiet formality that the culmination of 12 years of hard work deserve. Each of us are here today to recognize a special graduate. We want to hear our graduates' names called and see them walk across the stage. In order to achieve this for everyone, we ask that you do not leave your seats to take pictures during the ceremony or during the presentation of diplomas. We have photographers. We have photographers to do this for everyone. Photos will be posted on Instagram, and students will be able to download them and make prints. This information will be in the bag that you get after you walk across the stage, okay, graduates? So you don't have to remember all that. To minimize disruptions, we also ask that everyone take time now to ensure that all cell phones are turned off or in the vibrate mode. Finally, we also ask that your cheers and ovation be respectful to the next graduate's name being called. In this way, every proud parent has the opportunity to hear their son or daughter's name called, but your applause is certainly appropriate. We now invite the audience to stand and join us for the singing of the national anthem by 2022 graduating senior Rathina Joseph. Rathina is the daughter of Votus Joseph and Naomi Francois. Rathina will attend Columbus State Community College in the fall. Please remain standing after the national anthem and recite the Mifflin mission statement with Israel Ferguson. The mission statement can be found in the program.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, who by stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombers singing air, gave proof through the night that a flag was still there. Oh, say that the star-spangled banner the land of the free, and now of the brave.
Oh, it's it right here. Punchers have the responsibility to strive for excellence through our service, sacrifice, scholarship, and personal accountabilities to ourselves and our community.
All right, thank you, Rathina and Izzy. We appreciate that. Israel. All right, please remain standing at this time, and I'm going to invite Senior Class Secretary Kashanti Dixon Redmond to the podium to lead. She's going to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Kashanti is the daughter of Kenya Redmond, and she will attend Shawnee State University in the fall.
Okay. Yeah. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated.
Thank you, Kashanti. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce today's stage guests and ask them to stand as their names are called. I also ask that you hold your applause until everyone has been introduced. On my left, Mr. Israel Ferguson, 2022 class president. Christina Vera, Columbus City School Board member. Kashanti Dixon Redmond, 2022 class secretary. Mrs. Diane Agnes, Area Superintendent of Region 5. Sonic Long, 2022 Class Valedictorian. Mr. Jason Field, Senior Class Advisor. Olivia McCoy, 2022 Senior Class Valedictorian. And on my right, Mr. Gregory Wilcoxon, Assistant Principal. Rethina Joseph, vocalist and member of the class of 2022. Mrs. Janet Love, Assistant Principal. Fatima Zainab, 2022 Class Valedictorian. Mrs. Denise Shook, Leadership Intern. Miss Ebony McIntosh, Senior Class Advisor. Miss Tracy Colson, Principal of Mifflin Middle School. Dr. Michelle Klein, Chief Student Services Officer. Seated to my right and behind me, and I think some different places, are the Mifflin High School staff. So if they could please stand, wherever you're at, Mifflin High School staff, if you could stand. All right, you may be seated. I want to especially thank City Year, I Know I Can, Communities in Schools, At the Table Thrive, Mentoring, Ernst & Young, Man Up and Educate, Pastor Ford, United Faith International Church, Pastor Reginald Hayes, the Mifflin High School Alumni Association, and the parents for their continued support and assistance with our students. This year's class speakers were selected by a panel of judges who based their selection on their motivational and reminiscent content. Our speakers are the voice of their peers by embodying their hopes, dreams, and aspirations of their fellow graduates. We are proud to have them representing the 2022 graduating class of Mifflin High School. At this time, I invite Kashanti Dixon Redmond, Class Secretary, to the podium. You just introduce, just read this. How about this? You can do it. Wait, what am I reading?
Okay. At this time, I would like to introduce our first class speaker for the class of 2022. We will first hear from Senior Class President Israel Ferguson. Izzy is the son of Antonio Ferguson and Micaiah Gamble. He has led many of our service projects, with the most notable being the district-wide Souls for Souls shoe drive. Izzy will attend Columbus State Community College HVAC program in the fall.
Good evening, class of 2022. But before I get started with this speech, I'd like to give a moment of silence for Marshawn Davis and Chaz Fleming. Thank you. We finally made it. And I must say, it feels good to be standing up here today. After all our hard work, dedication, exhausting days and nights, I'm beyond grateful we made it to this point. We aren't just standing here for ourselves right now. We're standing here for our peers and loved ones we lost along the way. For our parents who have sacrificed to make sure we got this far. For our teachers who gave us the knowledge to continue to excel. And for the naysayers who said we wouldn't do it, look here. Hold up. Yeah, hold up. Hold up. Mama, we made it. 4 years ago, as a freshman, I never thought or imagined some of the trials we'll face. COVID being one of them. It was our sophomore year. At first, I was happy because we were out of school for a week. Then it turned to a month, which then turned for the rest of the year. It was one of the worst things that ever happened to us. We were expected to wear masks. The whole world was on lockdown. We couldn't go anywhere. And we were doing school remotely. It's crazy how this pandemic changed our lives forever. We were alienated from our peers and the lives we had grown to know. We struggle even more with our education than we have ever before. In a time where technology is the status quo, but yet the biggest hindrance. Truthfully, this process helped me to mature and allowed me to see the world differently. I guess you can say it humbled me, and it made me more appreciative of the little things. It is at this moment that we are able to take a look back down memory lane. All of the accomplishments we achieved and earned from pre-K up to now, and all the negative things people may have said to us was worth it. It is worth it because here stands before you the class of 2022. Motivated and hungrier than ever before, ready to do better, be better, and show everyone it's not about how you start, it's about how you finish that counts. With that being said, to my classmates, the future doctors, lawyers, entrepreneurs, athletes, and the future successors that come out of Mifflin High School on this day, June 2nd, 2022. Please stay positive and progress. Grow from everything you do. Believe in yourself. Believe that you can do anything and everything that you want to do. Keep God first. Yes, sir. All right. Keep God first and pray through every battle. Be just like this day's greatness. Last but not least, I, Israel Ferguson, am proud to be your class of 2022 senior class president.
Thank you, Izzy. That was fantastic. Great job. Now we will hear from senior class valedictorian Sonic Long. Sonic is the son of Sally Long. He will be attending the Ohio State University in the fall and majoring in computer engineering.
Good evening, class of 2022. I'm very honored to be here today. Finally, never thought the day would come, but here we are, together as we celebrate for the last time. Have you ever wondered why a magician never reveals his secrets? Besides being put out of a job, obviously, he hides his tricks to keep the fascination and feeling of amazement his audience feels while they observe his illusions. In the same way it's incredible to experience a skilled magician perform a few tricks, it's quite incredible to see how in a couple of passes of a comb, a few cuts of a trimmer, and a few snips of a pair of scissors, a barber can make a man look not homeless. For what appears to be so simple, barbers have spent literally thousands of hours to understand what to cut and what to leave to keep the people fresh. Have you ever seen your mom make one of your favorite foods? How can she make you taste your childhood all by preparing the right ingredients in just the right way? You can understand what ingredients she uses, but it's just better when she makes it. And when you get home from school to relax and turn on a game, have you ever thought of how any of this ever came to be? We're creating simulations of reality and containing it all in a box in front of our TV. It's incredible, and I've always thought about it as magical because I don't understand how it works. And even though the magician understands that each and every trick he performs, he still loves to perform them because of the way the children smile. His enjoyment comes from inspiring the children to seek out the techniques themselves. That is inspiration. It's what comes next after quenching your curiosity and what started it. After dispelling the magic, you begin to love sharing your creations or discoveries with the same kind of person that you were, someone that doesn't understand what you know now. It's a cycle that never stops, but when you're enjoying the journey and not anticipating a destination, you can enjoy all parts. Learn to love to be curious, to not know. You should then go on to learn and solve mysteries of what you never knew. And afterwards, you should show it off to the world. I know personally a lot of students that hated the structure of schools and always wanted to just get out of here to pursue what they wanted. Well, that time starts today, and I hope that when you leave today, you go out into the world filled with curiosity and accomplish whatever what you, yourself, not what your parents want or what anyone else wants for you. Thank you.
Thank you, Sonic. Our next speaker is 2022 class valedictorian Olivia McCoy. Olivia is the daughter of Eric Jokers and Jacqueline Guazilla. I'm sorry if I mess up your names. I apologize. Please forgive me. Olivia will be attending Ohio State University in the fall, majoring in chemistry.
I've never had to be in front of this many people before. I've been scared to present in front of a class with less than 10 people in it, but why? Why was I always so scared? I find myself striving to perfect everything I want to do. I wanted to have A's in every single class. I wanted A's on every single essay and assignment, and I never knew why I put this strain on myself, why I never let myself take a breather. Even though my friends and family are proud of me for being up here today, I feel very little excitement. This is what I expected of myself. Even though I worked so hard, I can't see it as an accomplishment. Perfectionism is only viewed as a gift when you aren't the person dealing with it. My friends have been jealous of my grades, but it never really was a conscious choice of mine. If I didn't get those A's, I saw it as a failure rather than an attempt. If I can't immediately pick something up, I give up on it. If it isn't perfect, I cannot put my name on it. I've started realizing now that this mindset has held me back a lot. If high school has taught me anything, it's that you're allowed to fail. You're allowed to try and receive results different from your expectations. That A on that essay doesn't fix the stress you endured while writing it. That F on that essay doesn't define how you will write for the rest of your life. You can always improve yourself. If you always expect perfection from yourself, you lose all of the happiness that comes from success. I am not a perfect student, nor a perfect person. And as Hannah Montana once said, nobody's perfect. As I move into college, I want to put all of my efforts into sincerely learning and taking steps towards my goals, regardless of if I fail on the first try. I encourage everybody here to do the same, regardless of what your goals are. Life is not a clear-cut experience. Embrace it. Congratulations to the class of 2022.
Thank you, Olivia. Next up is our third valedictorian, Fatima Zanab. I'm sorry if I messed up in your last name. Fatima is the daughter of Mazood Jab and Nair Sultan. I'm sorry if I mess up on names. She will attend Columbus State Community College in the fall and study dentistry.
Good evening. I'm Fatma Zainab, and I am honored to be one of the 2022 valedictorian. It is such a privilege to be able to have all the amazing teachers, coaches, and staff that we do here at Mifflin High School. They have inspired me, encouraged me to grow in my faith, and prepared me for the future. And for this, I thank you all. I also want to thank my mom and dad for always being my biggest fan. I would like to thank all my classmates for an amazing memories and fun we had over the years. Would like to share a quote. Some people come into your life for a moment, a day, or a lifetime. It matters not the time they spent with you, but how they impacted your life in that time. Fellow classmates, I encourage you to live each day to the fullest. Don't take any day for granted. Live without regrets, and trust God to lead you on His path. As we are about to go our separate ways, I want to leave you with these words of inspiration. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge Him. He will and He will make your path straight. Congratulations, class of 2022. It's time for us to go out and leave an impact on this world. Let's make it count. Thank you.
Thank you, Fatima. At this time, I would like to introduce our guest speaker, Columbus City School Board member, Christina Vera. Christina Vera is serving her first term as a member of the Columbus Board of Education, having been elected in 2021. She is a proud graduate of Columbus City Schools, Brookhaven High School. Christina has expertise in organizational leadership and multi-project management. For the past 13 years, her professional experience is rooted in nonprofit management and small business development. As the co-founder of Femergy and a social entrepreneur, Ms. Vera leads and develops teams through innovative strategy and effective communication to influence positive change and build organizational capacity. Christina resides in the Columbus area of Mifflin Township with her husband Kent and children Marissa, Juliana, and Adrian. All right.
Let's give one more round of applause for all of our class speakers. Members of the Board of Education, Principal Rodriguez, teachers, staff, family and friends, and most importantly, members of Mifflin High School class of 2022, welcome. Bienvenido, felicidades a todas las familias hoy. Today is a day to celebrate. It's a day to reflect on all you've learned and all you've accomplished. The Puncher's personal mission statement reads, Punchers have the responsibility to strive for excellence through our service, sacrifice, scholarship, and personal accountability to ourselves and our community. I seen that mission statement in real life when visiting this senior class. when I tell you I left each of those encounters inspired, hopeful, and truly grateful. I asked many of the students, what was your biggest takeaway from your high school experience? And I quickly noticed a common thread. This senior class of 2022 is unstoppable. We had real conversations, hard conversations. Students were transparent, and they shared their personal struggles like navigating remote learning, a world pandemic. For many of them, this was the first time they felt isolated. I had one student say, "We have been separated and behind masks for so long that I forgot how to communicate with people." But as those conversations continued, I began to see a transformation in the outlook and their reflection. Class President Israel Ferguson said, and I quote, "Even with everything that has happened to us, we dug deep, pushed through, and now honestly, there's nothing I feel we can't handle." Vice President Kashanti Dixon Redmond, yes, followed up, and I quote, "When COVID started, we feared the unknown, but now we are looking ahead and ready for what's next." Some of you already have plans, whether it be going to college, joining the military, or jumping right into the workforce. And there are some of you, just like me, who have no idea of what's next, and that's okay. Like you, I am also an alumni of Columbus City Schools, graduating from Brookhaven High School 19 years ago. I had no real direction that first year after I walked this very stage. You see, no one ever told me I could own a business or lead a corporation, let alone tell me I could run for office. However, the fact that I have been able to accomplish all of those things, and I'm standing here before you today, is truly a testament of what's for you is for you, and nothing and no one can stand in the way of your purpose and fulfilling your destiny. When I look out in this audience, I see our next congressman. I see our first female president. I see authors, business owners, welders, and so much more. Senior class of 2022, your resilience, fortitude, and perseverance got you to this very moment, and I want you to remember this feeling you feel right now and carry it with you always. Now, I wish I could tell you when you walk out of this building, everything is going to be Instagram perfect. We know what that means, right? But the reality is, such perfection doesn't really exist. I would challenge you to pull away from this idea that perfection is a real obtainable thing, and would encourage you to swap it out with progress. Every day, whether it's what you define as a good day or you wish you could do over, in that moment, remind yourself it's not about perfection, it's about progress. Did you do everything in the capable in that moment, in that situation? And if so, be at peace with that. And if not, remember, tomorrow is another day. Have grace with yourself, and remember, a bad day does not equate to a bad life. With every success, and yes, some failures, I challenge you to reflect on the following. What are your core values? Are the decisions you are making or going to make in alignment with those core values? How do you want to authentically show up to the world every single day? How do you plan to leave people in the world better than how you found them? The power and benefit of knowing who you are is also knowing what you are not. I encourage you to make every permanent decision. I encourage you not to make permanent decisions based off of temporary people and temporary situations. Take risk. Even if you fail, it's not really failure as long as you lean in, learn from it, and move forward. In a world full of unknown and sometimes even unimaginable, be the light that people can depend on. As for today, this commencement is a testament to your strength, your character, your perseverance, and your academic excellence. There's no doubt in my mind that each of you will contribute to leading our society towards a brighter future. As you take the next steps after graduation, whatever that may be, my hope for you is that you seek fulfillment and purpose, impact at the forefront and not just money. Seek mentors and coaches early on. For me, I can honestly say if it weren't for my faith, my family, and those mentors who poured into me along the way, I'm not sure the trajectory of my life would have went. Cherish the memories you have made here at Mifflin. Good or bad, they're a part of your story. I hope you take pride in the choices you make and the accomplishments you will achieve and have already achieved. And finally, when all else fails, remember the puncher's way. Be responsible, be ready, be respectful. Congratulations, Mifflin High School class of 2022. You did that. Felicidades a todos.
All right, thank you, Board Member Vera. This is the proudest moment that I have as a principal, and I'm honored to present the Mifflin High School graduating class of 2022. Today is a monumental day. Before us, our graduates are adorned in academic regalia in the school colors of royal blue and white. The gowns, caps, and tassels are reverent symbols of the hard work and dedication that each graduate has endured during their formal education and has been passed down from generation to generation. The gold stoles that you will see symbolize students who are members of the National Honor Society. And the blue and white cords recognize our class valedictorians and salutatorians. Graduates, please rise for the conferring of degrees. I have to wait. It's like, all right, all right. Board Member Vera, Dr. Klein, Area Superintendent Agnes, I hereby certify to you that the June 2022 class of Mifflin High School has met the prescribed requirements of the United States Department of Education, Columbus Board of Education, and the State Department of Education of Ohio for graduating from high school, and each is prepared to receive the appropriate diploma.
use this. It's fine.
Had a yellow list. I don't know why I didn't.
It's all right. Go ahead. Is this safe to use? You think this is safe to use? Yeah. Okay. Miss Rodriguez, you ready? I don't know. He can do it. Yeah, you'll just stand at the front right there. Ready? Abbas Abdallah. Abdiaziz Abdi. Huwaida Abdul Rashid. Mohammed Abdullahi. Fauzio Abdullahi. Suleiman Abdullahi. Amina Abdullah. Alejandro Acosta Garcia. Abdirahman Aiden. Israel Adejumo. Ugbad Aiden. Collins Ahiamo. Abdirasak Ahmed. Ilan Ali. Mohammed Ali. Safio Ali. Yasin Ali. Joshua Allen. Mackenzie Ayamena.
Bridget Paul.
Who's this guy? Okay. No, it's not.
Yaya Apicha. Machias Astefa. Hope Avalanu. Doug Bailey. Ferdoza Bashir. Diego Bastida. Christopher Beidel. Jimena Bernal Jimenez. Okay. Brazeda Bibanco Lopez. Ashish Biswa. Paris Blake. Antoine Bodie. Sierra Brentlinger. Dallas Brown.
Look at Conchita.
Conchita Brunner. Daviana Brunner. Joshua Burgess. Ariel Carmona. Maurice Carricker. Jennifer Carrillos Pacheco. Anaya Collins. Nolani Crawford. Sophia Cunningham. Amina Dahir. Guled Mohammed Dahir. Ibo Mohammed Dahir. Kwame Dankwa. Paul Darko. Ellis Davidson. Tykel Davis. Nia Davis Moon. Kamari Dickinson. Kashanti Dixon Redmond. Hassan Dubo. Braylon Dorson. Victorious Ellis. Israel Ferguson, class president. Paris Gamble. Allison Garcia. Malachi Garrett. Yamuna Gautam. Carlos Gordillo Hernandez. Rakesh Garung. Romeo Garung. Ronnie Harris. Taniko Harvey. Mohammed Hashi. Tiana Henderson. Anthony Hernandez. Zachary Hirschberger. William Hill. Pascal Hirwa. Trayvon Holloway. Siande Hunter. Amina Hussein. Abdirahman Ibrahim. Ahmed Ismail. Bassam Isak. Nusaima Isa. Jibril Isse. Liban Isse. Love Jackson. Asma Jama. Faduma Jama. Tayshawn Jefferson. Leah Joseph. Retina Joseph. Hamidou Kaba. Sophia Limbu. Sonic Long, class valedictorian. Adolphine Lulu. Cheyenne Mabry. Pramila Magar. Sejan Magar. Okay. Jemiah Malone. Shilanda Matamba. Olivia McCoy. Class valedictorian. Elizindi Mendez. Owen Mensa. Malachi Middleton. Nicholas Miller. Naraya Mingo. Aiden Mohammed. Mustafa Mohammed. Nasteo Mohammed. Erisa Indiziwe. Shadrach Nkrumah. Manzi Nkurunziza. Sadia Noor. Arlith Nunez.
Khalil Noor is
Khalil Nur. Dorinda Obeng Che. Asabata Ochea. Delismar Ortiz Just. Kwabena Owusu Ansa. Amaria Payne. Isabel Perez. Nehemiah Perry. Jessica Pitcairn. Simone Potts. Abinash Rai. Antonio Ramos. Natalie Reynaud. Rico Ritchie. Leslie Rojo. George Romero Vasquez. Edwin Ceballos Pineda. Marjorie Sagastizado. Selena Sa. Sabitra Sarki. Susmita Sarki. Rahul Satankar. Justin Sellers. Abdullahi Sherry. Janet Shumbana. Caleb Smith. Deasia Smith. Robert Smith. Tamaya Sullivan. Don Tamang. Rupa Tamang. Sandia Tamang. Kabari Terry. Haja Thiam. Kanai Turner. Darian Tyler. Didier Urrutia Martinez. Betsabel Valderrama Pantoja. Tiana Waddell, class vice president. Nyla Watson. Abigail Weiss. Darian Welch. Bryshawn Williams. Hannah Williams. Dayshell Wilson. Jakaya Wilson. Tavon Woods. Larry Woodyard. Fatima Zainab, class valedictorian.
All right, I now invite Izzy Ferguson, 2022 class president, to the podium as he leads the class of 2022 in the traditional turning of the tassel.
Yes, sir! Yes! Okay, let's get this done and over with. Mifflin High School class of 2022, please rise. Yeah. On the count of 3, we will move our tassels from the right to left, signifying we are now high school graduates. 1, 2, 3, yeah! Throw that, throw it. Y'all can throw y'all's caps. Y'all can throw y'all's caps. Y'all can throw y'all's caps. Yeah, throw that thing. Throw that thing. Yeah.
Please join me once again. Please join me once again in applauding Mifflin High School's newest alumni, the graduating class of 2022. It is a great day to be a puncher. The audience is asked to remain seated during the recessional of our graduates. After such time, guests may exit through the doors at the rear of the ballroom. Thank you and thank you. He cut me off.